Welcome to episode 15 of the 5-Minute Investor Podcast, where Stockhouse columnists Jonathan Brown and me, Trevor Abbas, each deliver a 2.5-minute stock pick related to recent news stories with investment implications. This week, we're analyzing a pair of stocks in the advanced materials space, specifically silica and silicon, on paths to becoming significant players across numerous multi-billion-dollar industries. John, where has your well-trained eye taken you in the markets this week?
Trevor, in our look at these silicon and silica-based alloys, I'd like to tell you about Ferroglobe plc. It's on the NASDAQ exchange under the ticker GSM. Now, Ferroglobe is one of the world's largest producers of silicon metal and specialty alloys. It's directly involved in silicon production and advanced metallurgical processes. It's based in London, but has a pretty big Canadian operation in Quebec and is one of the few producers of metal alloys in all of Canada. A month ago, Ferroglobe released its Q1 financial results, reported a dip in revenue around $80,000 US compared to Q1 last year, which the company said it expected. Its CEO, Marco Levi, blamed what he called the uncertain market environment, but he expects better news for Q2, so watch out for that. As of this recording, Ferroglobe stock runs around $4 US. In a year, the stock has fallen 28%, but it's been a good year for the company stock-wise. We're halfway through 2025, and it's climbed nearly 3% so far. In 5 years, we've seen 462% growth with this stock, so perhaps a good long-term play for your portfolio. Again, Ferroglobe plc trades on the NASDAQ under the ticker GSM. Now, let's look a bit deeper into this industry. Trevor, your pick of the week is a bit closer to home.
Well, John, I went a little bit lower on the market cap scale for my pick this week, which is HPQ Silicon, ticker HPQ on the TSXV, a Canadian green technology stock focused on producing the critical materials needed to reach net zero emissions, with initiatives having to do with fumed silica, high purity silicon-based anode materials for battery applications, and on-demand hydrogen production. In total, all of these critical materials markets are estimated to exceed $700 billion by 2030. Here's a breakdown. HPQ's fumed silica reactor can produce material using 86% less energy compared to competing technology, setting it up to claim a potentially significant share in a $1.5 billion market. Its quartz reduction reactor has been shown to generate battery-grade silicon while using 25% less feedstock than legacy competitors in a $30 billion market. A new continuous process to convert silicon to silicon oxide to silicon-based anode materials is also in the works, with eyes on replacing existing multi-step technology and significantly reducing operating expenditures in a $38 billion market. Finally, we have HPQ's most prospective initiative in terms of market size, its autonomous hydrogen extraction system, which uses low-cost, low-carbon alloys and holds the potential to radically reduce electricity and infrastructure expenditure across the global supply chain and catalyze the energy transition in a $648 billion market. Despite HPQ's monumental potential, the stock has failed to reflect it, giving back 51.56% year over year and gaining only 10.7% since 2020, currently standing at a market capitalization of only $64.5 million. This is a far cry from the company's multi-billion-dollar aspirations, but also a potentially exponential opportunity for value investors who see pessimism as fertile ground for transformational returns. With all of its technologies ready for commercialization in 2025, backed by strong partnerships on the path to production, HPQ is in a position to improve its prospects by collecting initial revenue, scaling towards greater operational efficiency, and delivering on its tech-driven business plan. As always, you can find links to the articles from today's episode in the show notes, and you can find more investing insights on Stockhouse and the market online. The 5-Minute Investor is on Spotify, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Podbean, Stockhouse, or wherever finer podcasts are found. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you on Monday. The material provided in this podcast is for information only and should not be treated as investment advice. For full disclaimer information, please visit themarketonline.ca/disclaimer.